Members, we'll move on to House Bill 295, disclosure of estimated ad valorem taxes by Representative Anderson. Representative, you're recognized to explain your bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, members, for taking the time to hear HB 295. Members, it's no secret that Floridian homeowners have enjoyed significant appreciation on their home values over the past few years. And this rapid appreciation, as well as the widespread use of the Save Our Homes cap, has exacerbated a long-standing problem with how property taxes are disclosed to new home buyers. In fact, this appreciation over the last 11 years has resulted in the largest Save Our Homes cap in the history of the program since 1995. And as a result, new home buyers are facing a dramatic undisclosed sticker shock when they get their first property tax bill, which is jeopardizing their ability to maintain the American dream of home ownership. In 2022, in my home of Pinellas County, we had just over 9,400 homes that were sold. That resulted in an average reset of an increase of 139%. But statewide resets have exceeded 800% in other parts of the state. So to put this in real numbers, if a current seller's property taxes are $2,500, they could increase to over $7,500 with just a 200% increase of their assessed value. And most of the time, the only number that was ever disclosed to these home buyers was the current taxes at $2,500. So members, it's a very simple bill. It protects new home buyers with a few very simple and very easy to administer ways. First is that rather than an online listing site disclosing the current ad valorem taxes, they'll instead disclose an estimate of what the ad valorem taxes would be based on the listing price. And if there's no tax estimator or buyer payment calculator used, they'll simply provide a link to the property appraiser's tax estimator on their website. Mr. Chair, that is the bill.
Thank you, Representative, for that explanation. Members, are there questions on the bill? Any questions on the bill? Representative Casello, you're recognized for a question.
Thank you, Chair. Wouldn't it be prudent for the realtor to know this instead of having the people go to a link and everything? Shouldn't they be right up front with them?
You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Representative, for that question. Yes, the short answer is that would be very prudent. The reality is many realtors are doing that, but there are a number who are not. So this will set a unified standard across the state.
Fair enough.
Questions? Any questions on the bill? There is an amendment to the bill, members. Representative Anderson, you're recognized to explain your amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Since our first committee stop, we had a number of meetings with stakeholders. We had meetings and conversations with the property appraisers, representatives from the online listing sites, the realtors, as well as Department of Revenue. And this amendment addresses feedback that we received from them. So it does a couple things. It extends the effective date of the bill to January 1st, 2025 to provide some more time to implement. It provides an exclusion for social media posts. So as long as a social media site is not displaying property taxes, they're exempt. And overall, it just makes the bill easier for the online listing sites and the Department of Revenue to implement. Mr. Chair, that is the amendment.
Very good. Thank you for that explanation. Members, are there questions on the amendment? Questions on the amendment? Seeing none, there are no amendments to the amendment. There is no public testimony on the amendment. Is there anyone in the public that didn't sign up that would like to speak to the amendment? Seeing none, debate on the amendment. There is none. You're recognized to close on your amendment.
Waive close.
Members, are there any objections to the amendment? Without objection, show the amendment adopted. Members, we are now on the bill as amended. There is public testimony on the bill as amended. Lauren Levy, Property Appraisers Association of Florida. Thank you. Waiving in support. Carmen Trammell, Leon County Property Appraiser's Office. Waives in support. Thank you. And Albert Belito, Florida Association of Property Appraisers. Waives in support. Thank you. That is everyone that was signed up to speak ahead of time. Is there anyone in the public that would like to speak to the bill, to the amendment? Seeing none, members, we are in debate. Ranking Member Escamani, you're recognized.
Thank you so much, Chair. I just want to say thank you, Rep. Anderson. I spoke to my local property appraiser, and she really does appreciate the amendments that were added today. And so thank you for just being that facilitator. It's a complicated issue, but of course, very important since most of our buyers are looking at homes online now more than anywhere else. So do appreciate your work on this. Thanks, Chair.
Representative Holcomb, you're recognized in debate.
Representative, thank you for this bill. It's going to be very effective for folks that are out there looking, whether they're working with a realtor or not. So I appreciate you putting this out there, and just more information is always better. And we do have a lot of people that are building homes too, so they're going to see virtually no property tax if they look at an old property tax bill for that piece of dirt. And it'll be much easier for them to estimate and get a better knowledge, because the sticker shock can be devastating. And that's why all the property appraisers are supporting us. So thank you.
Members in debate. Representative Anderson, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you us being able to work together on this, and you helping educate me and whatnot, and just for continuing to, he was like a bull, he was like a dog on a bone on this one, and anyway, it's good, Bill, now, and you're recognized to close.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I was going to waive close, but I'll use this as an opportunity to thank you for collaborating with me on this bill, and your input making it better, and the other members here that have worked with me along the way. The one thing I'll just say in closing is that when you vote up on this bill, you are in fact voting to protect the American dream of home ownership. So appreciate your favorable support. Thank you.
Representative Anderson, having closed on his bill, Rosa, please call the roll on House Bill 295 and announce the vote.
Chair McClain.
Yes.
Vice Chair Buchanan.
Yes.
Majority Whip Lamarcus.
Yes.
Ranking Member Escamani.
Yes.
Representatives Alvarez.
Yes.
Bankson.
Yes.
Barnaby.
Yes.
Burfield.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Caruso.
Yes.
Casello.
Yes.
Duggan.
Yes.
Fabricio. Hart.
Yes.
Holcomb.
Yes.
Killebrew.
Yes, ma'am.
Rayner. Roach.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Roth.
Yes.
Leroy. Smith.
Yes.
Tant.
Yes.
Valdez.
Yes.
21 yeas, 0 nays.
Members, by your vote, we will show House Bill 295 reported favorably. Congratulations,
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Representative.